Okay, so in this video, we're going to talk about how to get your preliminary research or your regular research using Gale specifically. So first, you got to start off at our high school's website, and then you scroll down to the quick links and then click on Gale. Any of these will be able to help you. These are the Gale Virtual Resource Library, or books. Opposing viewpoints are articles that show like two different sides. And then Gale Student Resources will give you a lot of other data that you can use. So right now we're going to go to Gale Student Resources in context. And once you just click that, it'll open up a new window. And that new window, well, if you've logged in, then it'll just take you to the login window. If it hasn't, and I'll show you in another video how to log in, or I'll show you in class how to do it, how to be able to type in the password, etc. All those things. It's not very difficult, but there's a little trick to it. So once you're here, then some things I need to show you if you don't know is you click on the more and it'll appear, these little choices will appear. So this one is going to have all your notes and highlights for what you're currently reading. And then this, my folder, think of this as a shopping cart that gets empty at the end of each session that you're on. So when you put things into your folder, it's not going to last. Until it's not going to last till next time. So Gale won't remember that you logged on and that these are the things you put there. All right, so it's like it's only good for like right now while you're doing it. So each time you're getting notes, you want to make sure that you send it to your Google Classroom. Okay, that when you're collecting notes, and then later on you can put all those notes together and turn them in. And I'll make another video to show you guys how to be able to do that. Okay, so these are the two important ones, the highlights and notes, and then my folder. So I'm just going to leave those open. Now right now, how am I going to go ahead and look at topics? Well, let's say you can scroll down here, or you can just type in here like a topic that you want to search. So let's say I want to talk about like specifically hero movies. Okay, superhero movies. I click there, and it's going to give me all the hits for superhero movies. So you can type in your topic there. All right, once you've done that, you could see the different kinds of content that is available for your research. So there's 1,000 articles in the news, there's 308 articles in the magazines, etc. 9 critical essays and 8 academic journals. Now these are the main sources that I kind of want you guys to look for, although you can get videos and other things that might help you. The movie itself may help you too if you're going to do your research on superhero movies. And that could be a source. But for like my class, I'm asking for 3 to 4 sources, and I want 1 academic source. These will fill in the academic source at least. Okay? So you could actually have a lot more academic sources if you feel like it. So let's go ahead and take a look at academic journals. So when you click there, it's going to take us, when it loads, to the different kinds of academic journals and different articles that may be related to your topic. Now remember, when you're dealing with research, you're not looking for exactly the same topic because those things may not exist. You may have an original idea, which is, the world is filled with knowledge, the universe is vast. Original ideas, they appear frequently. So you may have an idea and you want to do something new and different. Remember, your paper has to be new and different. That doesn't exactly have an article about it. So you're going to have to look at articles related to your topic or parts of your topic. All right. So let's take a look at like teaching graphic novels in the classroom. So maybe we're going to talk about like superhero movies and how we use them at school or something. So that looks interesting. That's a book review. So it's just reviewing a book. We'll go ahead and click there. The little symbol next to it tells you the difficulty level. So triangle difficulty level is college level reading, so that will help you be able to judge. So here it gives you the text, like the summary of it, and then of course there is the official book that you can look up too. So sometimes when you're looking at articles, the bibliography gives you even more sources. That's why I want to tell you, when you go look at Wikipedia, remember, is the on-ramp to the freeway. It is not the destination. So there, when you Wikipedia your topic, you may end up having a bunch of other links and sources that might be useful too. But in this video, we're just focusing on using Gale. So here we might be able to look up this book somewhere to be able to try to get it. And it looks like there is a link to that if we can find that. But here, we're just looking at this article and how do we take notes. So as we're reading it, it might be that we look at this. Teachers using graphic novels as literature is on the rise, and comic books are enjoying a renaissance thanks to the popularity of that. You're like, oh, this quote is pretty good. When you highlight it, you can highlight it and you can also take notes on it as you're reading the article. And this is how I would recommend that you gather data to complete the assignment for my class. All right, so you highlight it, and then let's go ahead. You can choose a color, and then let's go take some notes. All right, so I'm just going to type in a note for this thing. Okay, so once you've highlighted it and taken notes, okay, you wrote that note, you could just do that for the entire article. So what happens when, let's say I'm just going to do a couple more. All right, I want to kind of look at this sentence, and I want to sort of write my thoughts here. So your notes could be like anything. It could be like my personal thoughts. Thoughts on this, highlight, and how I might use it. Nothing is set in stone right now. We're just taking notes. So you go highlight it. We did a couple here. So what else can you do? If you look over here, there's tools. So you can use Citation Tools, and it'll format it perfectly for your research bibliography. You're going to need one. Okay, so I probably would download this article. Like down here, you can download it. Or save to your folder and then download everything from your folder. Either way works. Send to your Google Drive. That's going to send it to school, and there'll be like a folder created for you that has all of the information there. We can look at that later, but right now we're just looking at how to use this here. And then there's like tools, highlights, and notes. So you can click there, and it'll take you to the highlights and notes. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to click like save to my folder. And then download everything all at once. So it's going to go into my shopping cart right now, my folder, and then I'm going to download all those articles at one time as I'm working on it. Okay? When I'm done, I'll just make sure I download everything. The next thing I'm going to look at is like our highlights and notes. So these are the highlights and notes that are in this passage that I looked at. When you go down here to highlights and notes in the more, okay, it sort of formats it in this table for you, and you can download this entire thing as part of your research data. And that's all you really need is that download. Then you'll be able to complete my assignment. So you can notice it says the sources and the notes. So you'll need to look at like 3 different separate sources and then download this. Okay, so you can print it and then you can download this entire thing. So let's go ahead and click download, and that downloads as a separate document, or I can send it to Google Drive, which is what I kind of recommend. And then it'll ask you to pair up with your Google Drive. All right, so I'm going to pair it with my school account. It says allow, and it'll download it to Google Drive, and it will appear there. So how do you look for it in your Google Drive? All right, so we click here, and then you click on My Drive, and it should appear as Gale Virtual Reference Library in your Google Drive. It's a nice orange folder. You click there, and it's going to have like highlighted articles from over here. It might have created another one. This is like an older version, so you could sort of scroll to take a look at it, or if it hasn't created it yet. So I'm still waiting perhaps for it to create. Anyway, you can, once you've done that, you can wait a moment and then see if it's there. You double click it there. Okay, so don't X out of the thing just yet as you're working on it. Each time you sit down to work, make sure that you send it to Google Drive once you're done taking notes, and then you might want to go to like your cart, my folder, and then take, once you put all the articles, and I probably would go in first and just shop and look for a whole mess of articles, and then go to my folder and then click on it here and then make notes. Once you're done for that day, make sure that you send it to like Google Drive, or you use Citation Tools so that you can come back to this. Okay, so I would probably make a list. That way all that shopping you've done for the different text doesn't get lost. Okay, so if I click on Send to Google Drive, it'll documents have been sent to Google Drive and will appear shortly. So it'll send everything in my folder to my Google Drive. So if I need to go look at it again, that's great. So remember, you look for articles first, take notes on them, send your notes to Google Drive, and then make sure that your shopping list, your folder list of articles, you send that to Google Drive too, so that you don't lose it. Okay, so that's it. If otherwise, you can ask me for questions during our work times in class.